Hi, Erik. It's another week with more injuries. Obviously, we heard about Martinez and Lindelof. Are there any further issues heading into the Chelsea game? How are Varane and Johnny Evans, for example?
No more issues. We don't need. But so in the front line and in the midfield, we are okay. We have options there. But in the back line, we have a lack of options. But the good thing is this afternoon, back in training, Rafa Varane, Johnny Evans, and Harry Maguire was yesterday already back in training.
And with these issues, we've spoken to you all season about perhaps what the cause is. Are you any closer to knowing why you're getting seemingly so many muscle injuries and things like that?
Yeah, we have an idea, but we will work on that. And I think it's internally we will deal with it.
Do you want to share the idea?
No.
Erik, in terms of the way that the last few days have panned out, we all really enjoyed the Liverpool Cup tie, which was a fabulous occasion. But then to go to Brentford, which was such a disappointment. Have you spent time this week reflecting on how on earth that happens?
I know. I'm long enough in football to know, and also some of you should also understand why such thing happens. But sometimes you are not playing good, but we are Man United and we still have to win. And when you are winning, you can't give it away like we did. That was the biggest disappointment for me. But we also have to see the trend line over a long period is say from Christmas on is positive, and we keep going.
But from a man management point of view, how do you handle that? Do you rip into them after a game? Do you try and encourage them? What attitude do you take as a manager to a team that's just been so disappointing?
But it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation where you are in as a team, and how the players, how they see it, and how they express this on the pitch, and then you take it a strategy how to handle this.
Erik, just going back to the injuries, as this season's gone on with all the problems that you've had, have you changed things as the season's gone on? Has the approach changed at all to try and prevent all these problems?
You can't prevent. You see, it's not only us who had this. The standards, the Premier League, from intensity perspective, are so high. The overload in the schedule, and also international football is so huge. We have all internationals in our squad, and you see, it's not only us. City has the problems, Liverpool has the problems, Newcastle has the problems. So are many other teams, and in this moment, especially the defending department, but in the midfield and in the front line, the players are available.
How have you had to change them based on the fact that the schedule has been as punishing as it's been?
How
have you had to change training, your methods, the protection of the players for the schedule?
But we don't train because we recover, and then we go up to the next game.
Thank you.
Erik, Mason Mount obviously scored at Brentford. What does he have to do now to become a starter in your team between now and the end of the season?
He's a fantastic football player, but it's important first that he is getting and keeping fit, because he has had 3 injuries, and you see it now with Licha, so another injury. So you want to avoid. So we have to do this very carefully. So this is the first objective, to keep him fit, and of course, at the same time, and we want to use him that he can have benefit and contribution to the team, like he did on Saturday, where he had a big impact.
And are you surprised that Chelsea aren't higher up the league this season?
It's a tough competition, and it's very tight, and then also it's also a lot about which players are available, which players are not, and when you are on the right side of the line, I would say you can have a successful season. But in this competition, so competitive, it can also be when you are on the wrong side, you can have a season what's more difficult. And for the rest, they have a fantastic team and they have fantastic players and they play also very good football. They can beat everyone and they already showed in this league.